Only halfway through, and top form is already a masterclass in chemistry, storytelling, and commitment. Adapting the hit manga Dakaichi, with over 5 million copies sold, into a live-action BL series was never going to be easy. With a passionate cast, a rookie director, and sky-high expectations, top form raised the bar. Behind the stunning visuals and chemistry were strict rules. Here's how Smart, Boom, and the team pulled it off. The pressure to stay faithful to the original and live up to fans' expectations was intense. "We were so anxious," Smart admitted. "We were scared of disappointing the manga's fans." The nerves weren't for nothing. When Top Form aired, it shot to #1 in Japan, beating even non-romance series. "We worked super hard," Boom said. "Especially during casting and workshops. We had to work closely together from the very beginning." When asked about tough scenes, Smart didn't hesitate. "Honestly, almost every scene was difficult." Boom agreed. "Yeah, each one had its own challenges." Smart added, "We were stepping into the shoes of Takato and Hunta. We didn't want to let the fans down, so we gave it our all." Their director, Boss, had a huge part in shaping the performances. He was known for being extremely detailed and strict. "If something wasn't right, he'd say no and make us redo it," said Smart. "Even if we thought it was fine, if the emotion wasn't there from the beginning, we had to start over." Boom chimed in. "He wouldn't let us move on unless we were fully in the scene. He wanted it raw and real, even our breathing had to feel genuine." Fans even compared manga panels to drama scenes and found them strikingly similar, proving the team definitely honored the source material. From the very start, the pressure was on. In one of the behind-the-scenes videos, Toei could be heard saying, "Today's scenes are all big scenes, and the script is also very long." That one comment said it all. Long, emotionally loaded scenes meant a day full of intense coordination, focus, and stamina. Even guest actor Calm, who plays a director in the series, noted, "The script isn't that much, but the dialogue is so long." And that kind of writing can be deceptively hard. Memorization aside, it demands razor-sharp delivery and emotional control. To meet the challenge, the actors didn't just show up and read lines. Every scene was rehearsed at least 3 times before the cameras even rolled. It wasn't about memorizing, it was about embodying their roles. Smart shared, "I often workshop with Bong. This is already the 3rd time we've rehearsed the script." He even said that every time he read a scene, he pictured Boom's face. By the time filming started, they weren't just acting, they were living it. Filming the NC scenes between Smart and Boom was one of the most challenging and unforgettable parts of Top Form. Boom recalled, "For the honey scene, the director told us to be brave and go with our instincts. But behind that raw on-screen intimacy was hours of preparation and strict safety protocols. The honey scene took 7 to 8 hours to film, with multiple takes to get it just right. We probably showered 3 or 4 times," Smart said with a laugh. Did they really shower together? According to Smart, "Well, honestly, yeah." Boom explained they didn't have much choice. "We were rushing and that honey was so sticky." Boom added, "Sometimes the director would say, 'It's not beautiful yet, let's go again.' So we'd go again." What made the experience easier was the way the set was handled, with care, respect, and professionalism. The scene was closed off to only a handful of staff members. Access was managed with a zone-blocking system. Green stickers meant you could be on set. Yellow or orange meant you could stay near the monitor. Red meant you weren't allowed near the filming area at all. Even the lighting crew had to leave once their job was done, Boom explained. That gave us more courage to perform. It made the space feel safer. Director Boss, who was shooting his first NC scene, took things seriously. "We wanted the safety and protection to meet global standards. Everything was discussed beforehand. Every move was choreographed so the actors knew exactly what was coming." Some viewers wondered if the scene was improvised. The answer? Not really. "There's freedom in the moment," Smart shared. "But it's all discussed in advance. We agree on the blocking, the pace, the choreography, so we can fully trust each other and just let go." Boom agreed. "It might look natural, but it's carefully built on consent, comfort, and communication." And as for the final result? "We only saw the finished scene when everyone else did," Smart said. "The director didn't let us see the playback. We just had to trust the process." As part of top form, Smart and Boom also had to be actors playing actors in a Chinese-style historical series within the show. To keep it all authentic, the team flew to China to shoot on real historical drama sets. But it wasn't easy. Boom shared they only used natural light. So we could only shoot while the sun was up. Once it's set, we were done for the day. And it was so cold. They filmed during China's cold season, often in just thin layers while temperatures dropped to 10 or 11 degrees Celsius. Smart laughed. I even lost my jacket at some point, it just disappeared. There was this one scene I had to wear this thin long-sleeve shirt on a rooftop. I was shaking so much, my teeth were literally chattering as I said my lines. Boom added, yeah, we were shaking. We'd film, then run to put jackets back on. Off and on, off and on. It was freezing, but we were rushing too because we were only given 10 hours to shoot 20 scenes. The language barrier was another challenge. The team we worked with spoke only Chinese, Smart explained. I could barely say anything except my character's name. So I just used sign language most of the time. For Boom, one of the toughest scenes to film in top form wasn't physically demanding, it was the crying scene in episode 5. Boom had to dive deep into Akin's emotions, frustration, disappointment, vulnerability, and try to show all of that without actually showing it. He called it one of the hardest scenes of the series. Smart shared, we really felt like we did well there. We connected so much in that scene. Boom nodded, adding simply, it was really, really hard. And the impact didn't stop after they finished filming. At the premiere, Boom confessed he cried while watching that scene on the big screen. I tried to hide it in the theater, he said. Smart noticed. He didn't say anything, just quietly handed Boom a tissue. That small moment meant a lot to me, Smart later said. Seeing him cry like that, it showed how real it all was. We gave everything. Even later, when Boom rewatched the episode again, he broke down again. That scene didn't just move the audience, it moved the actors too. And that says everything about how much heart they poured into top form. Even though Top Form was Boss Weizekorn's first ever series, the production didn't go easy on him. Adapting a beloved manga like Dakaichi came with strict creative expectations, from matching key scenes to managing intense emotional arcs. Boss, who previously worked only on commercials and music videos, had to switch gears fast. Long-form storytelling meant building slow-burn chemistry, directing vulnerable performances, and staying visually consistent across 11 full episodes. Boss was a perfectionist on set, he wouldn't let a scene go until it was exactly how he wanted. There was no room for shortcuts. Every shot had to serve both the story and the fans. And under that pressure, Boss didn't just survive, he nailed it, setting a high bar for BL directors to come.